thought he had bad service.
True, come back.
I got you, True. John, what's popping? John, you got question, comment, or smoke, John?
I'm not coming with any smoke at all. I'm not gonna do no smoke. I guess just a question.
Stop the cap.
Go ahead.
First of all, hey, how you doing? Hey, my bad. How you doing? And,
What's popping?
everybody, and what's going on? Everybody on kind of a night. So my question is this though. So dealing with men, do women actually like? And I'm just this is a true question. Do women actually like? I guess what they call like the hyper stereotype of a black man, or do they want the black man that's actually um like traditional?
Ask it one more time, John.
Do women want hyper sexual or hyper aggressive, or do they want traditional men, black men?
I think it depends on the woman and like what that person is
Then-
looking
then-
for.
In general,
Yeah.
just in general.
Oh, in general,
Mhm.
I hate those kinds of questions because I feel like I'm speaking for a majority of other people, and I can't really speak for what everybody else wants. I know that sounds like a cop out answer, but
Yeah, I'm about to put you in the back.
don't put me in the back. Okay. Well, for me personally, I like a traditional man. I want a balanced man. I want somebody that's traditional, but I also want somebody that I'm aligned with in other facets as well. I don't want somebody overly aggressive. I want somebody that is a protector, but is also a provider, somebody that has something to lose. So they're not going to be, all rah all the time. I think most women would want that. They would want something that's a bit more balanced like that. I mean, I don't know. I would think that's what most women want.
Well, I made a comment before, and somebody else can answer John's question that women prefer toxic men.
I don't want toxic
That's a better way of
men.
framing it. I think that's probably a better way of framing it the way I did it.
At this big old age, no, I can't have
Nina,
a
how old are
toxic
you?
man. Guess. I'll give you 3 tries.
30.
Nope.
No, she said like 30,
She said
31,
she said
33.
big
Higher,
age. She said
higher.
big age. She said big age. So because she said big age, I'm gonna go 41.
What?
No, she's in her 30s. She's under
She
35.
said she said it. She said it. I won't go. Okay, all right.
You guys
She's
give
under
up?
35.
I'm
Yes.
34. I'm 34.
Right.
Okay, all right. So you should have said big age again, because that big
John,
age
the
threw it
fact
off.
that you played me dirty, 41. Come
No,
on, man.
you said because you said big age.
No, I'm
You
just
said
playing
big
with
age.
you. I'm just playing with
I
you.
never would have guessed 41 if you said that.
Yeah, I'm just giving you a hard time.
So, John, if you had toxic men on one side, what was the other man?
She
Traditional.
said traditional.
Traditional. If you could briefly define or quickly define that, what does that look like?
You asking me or the women?
You. So then I can ask them the question. Go ahead.
What would traditional look like?
Yeah.
Traditional man would be the one that would be leading a home, to provide the provision, provide the vision for the family. Um, just the overall it's like the overall leader for the family.
Is he a little bit like? Because let's make you know what I mean. We don't have to dramatize it, but is he more boring? Is he more boring than the toxic man?
Yeah, he's gonna be boring. He's gonna be consistent.
Is he more consistent, more 9 to 5?
Correct. Yeah.
Y'all take that family drive to whatever the closest Six Flags is, as opposed to flying to Dubai once a year, shit like that.
You go on the Paramount, Six Flags. You going to the beach.
Mm-hmm.
You do dinner with him on there. That type of vacation. Maybe one vacation a year. You go on to maybe some theme party. And one vacation maybe going to visit family and relatives. That type of stuff.
Yeah. Okay. So what's the preference?
And he's probably making about we give him $50,000 to $60,000 a year.
Okay, which is above average. Which is just doing all right, especially depending on where you live. And then we defined toxic a lot. We talked about that till we blew in the face. Do we need to define that?
Nah, we don't.
I think that's covered.
So now that y'all all
And one more sorry, and he's average height, which is 5'9", not it's 5'9", I think.
All
okay,
right,
fine.
then I'm above average. What you want me to do?
No, I was just saying it earlier. It's
I'm
5'9"
still
for
taller
average height
than you
for a
and
man.
Ham, so shut up.
You are. But
And
but I make you,
fucking true.
but I
The
make you feel
tallest nigga
small
on
though.
this panel.
But I make you feel small though.
Unpopular
No.
truth. Please be taller than me.
I'm not.
Dana 6, Mulatto say you 6'5". That's why.
I'm 5'9".
Whatever, man. I played number 5. I played the 5. You know I don't know the lingo because I said it wrong. But anyway,
Ghost Rider. Well, the 5 is the center, so you be right.
that's what I mean.
Ghost
Yeah.
Rider with, huh?
Go ahead.
Yeah. Ghost Rider with the $10. Dana making a proclamation that she is average height for a man is cool. Yet earlier she took offense to being called average. You can't make this shit up. Oh,
You comparing apples and t-shirts. Apples and t-shirts. You comparing apples and t-shirts. They're not even close to being the same.
but I don't want to I don't want to get away from so you
Yeah.
guys is old now. You know what I'm saying? So since all of y'all old, is the traditional man that John described becoming what, Ratchet? You ain't old yet? My bad. Is the traditional man coming more into focus? Does your age have something to do with that? Where somebody who's more consistent, settled, got some of that shit out of his system, is that more alluring than the exciting man, or you still want that shit too? Tay, you on mute? Go ahead.
Yeah. In this, in this big age, I do prefer a man that's traditional, the way that you guys, because I had a few questions in terms of like clarifying. We talking about vanilla but we just talking about regular, schmegular. I mean, I'm 5'1", so average height for a man is fine with me. He can make whatever, because as long as he can take care of himself, that's really all that matters. Because we're gonna use one pot anyway. And yeah, like I mean, I'm open to the traditional man, because of course in my younger years, we wanted a little toxicity. It was exciting, but you can always spice some shit up with traditional. So I'm good with that.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, can I add to the category of the traditional man? Because
Yeah.
Tay just said something that made me think about something else. He also, with the one pot, he controls the pot.
He controls what?
He controls the pot. So let's say he makes 60, but you make 100. He controls the 160.
What do you mean controls? Like he budgets it? Like he pays the bills, or he controls the budget?
He delegates how it's going to be spent.
I mean, honestly, budgeting is what I do to my 9 to 5. So I'd love for someone to take it off my hands. But again, that's still one pot. So I'm regardless.
Okay. I do
That's
okay.
the idea. Yeah.
But you good with having an allowance though?
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah. You good with having an allowance?
What does that look like? What do you mean?
So you bring in, if you make 100,000, what's that per month? 8, 9, 9, 8?
About 9,000.
Right.
About
So you
9,000. About 9,000 a month.
yeah, like 9 G's a month. He delegating what you can and can't spend on shoes and makeup and all that other shit.
I'm good on that. I mean, I don't spend a whole lot of money on that stuff no way. So I don't really think I'll have an issue. Yeah.
You're doing a lot of blinking though.
Because it would be nice. That's not my situation. So it would be great, to have
Okay.
someone.
So you good with saying, yo, I brought in 8 grand. So 6 grand after taxes. Boom. It goes into account. He telling you what you can and cannot use. You good with that?
The bills paid, the household taken care of.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, what do I need?
Okay.
If I need things, then I have to ask. I'm good with asking. I mean, I don't really see the big deal.
Okay. Okay. Dana, are you cool with that? That's an interesting question.
My knee jerk is to say no, but I want you to ask the question again, so I'm
Yeah.
clear.
So one pot means all the money goes into one pot.
Unpopular truth. Mute yourself.
My bad.
I'm
All the
loving
money
this
goes.
data. Loving this data.
All money goes into one pot.
Yeah.
You might be making 100 grand. He making it 60.
Mm-hmm.
So he's sustainable by himself. You are too, but you bringing in more money. All the money that goes into that one account, he delegates what happens to all those funds. So he might say, okay, the electricity bill went up a little bit this month. So now your allowance to buy whatever it is you want is 200 this month.
In a perfect world, I'm not a married person. I don't share. Unfortunately, I don't have another income in this fucking house. But if I did, in a perfect world, I would say all of our money goes to one pot. We take household expenses out, we take investments out, we take savings out, and whatever's left, we divide 50-50. You get your allowance, I get my allowance, and what's yours is mine, what's mine is yours.
Yeah, that's not the concept though. The concept is,
and I'm saying no, comma, this is what I would like.
Question. Reversed, he makes 100,000, you make 60, and he gave you allowance. Would that be more palatable?
It's the same scenario.
No, you making less money than him.
For me, it's the same scenario because at the end of the day,
Still everybody's money.
I'm sorry.
It's still everybody's money, regardless of who's making what.
Still everybody's money because at the end of the day, like sometimes, what happens if a motherfucker gets sick or gets laid off or like whatever? It's our money. All of it is our. Whatever I bring in is yours. Whatever you bring in is mine. That shit is 50-50 down the middle.
Is that really the real reality of it, though?
It would be for my house.
You know, because I know a lot of people, like for instance, my situation.
Say hello first before you come up here for me, okay? Say hello
Hi,
first.
Dana. I came up here because I missed you, Dana.
Hi, baby. How you doing?
Well, hold on. Because I want to get all right. Snowman's example is on par with this, but I still got to get Treu's response, and I got to get unpopular truth in. Snowman was popping. Go ahead.
Well, I was just going to say, like, with my instance, obviously a lot of you guys know that I'm a stay-at-home dad. The reason being is because I hurt my back when I was working in the foundry. I blew out my L4, L5. So instead of me trying to put myself in a wheelchair, my wife decided that she would chase the corporate, ladder and all that stuff where she works. She's been doing a good job. But with that being said, I'm the one that still runs my household. I'm the one that still runs all of our finances. My wife's check gets deposited in our account. I'm the one to make sure all the bills are paid. I'm the one to make sure that everything's taken care of. She doesn't take money out unless she asks me. And it's her money. She works for it. But the way she sees it is it's our money. Because before I hurt my back, I was the one who was putting in the hours and climbing the ladder to make all the money. She just went ahead and took that step because I couldn't do it no more. And she didn't want her kids' dad in a wheelchair.
I agree with you. But do you also ask her, like, do you not even ask? Because I don't like the notion of asking for permission, but you guys consult one another, I would imagine.
On big purchases, yes.
If you're taking out a significant sum of money from your joint finances, you're going to consult one another. So it's not mine, it's not yours, it's ours. And I'm going to tell you, this is what I want to do, and this is why I want to do it. And then you guys come to a consensus and whatever. But I feel like if it's out of, oh God, hey Barney.
So Dana.
Actually, we have like a $500.
I love that. Yes, John.
So Dana, you come to me, and you say, "Well, I want to spend $3,000 this month," and I say no. What happens? What do you say at that point?
Why?
Yeah, why am I asking you to spend $3,000? It would have to be there would have to be a reason.
You want to get LASIK?
No, that's not something I would take out of our joint finances because, again, in my perfect world, it's all of our money and then household finances, savings, investments, and then we split the rest for our individual pockets, right? So I would pay for that out of my individual pocket, and you don't have a say in that. What I do because that is my money. What we've agreed and is designated as my money, I can do whatever the fuck I want to with it. I can save it, I can spend it on LASIK or whatever.
So could I control how much you put into your personal account then? Could I limit to your personal account?
You can't limit shit. We can agree on what we're going to limit one another.
Okay, that's all I need to know.
Dana, let me. You know I love you, right?
Go for it.
This is the formula isn't a winning one.
Okay.
Cause you tell that nigga, listen, nigga, you can't delegate shit. That
Right.
just you don't even want a dude that you could talk like that to. Not to say you would say it like that, but that you could demand or say, I'm not doing X, Y, and Z. You don't even want that type of dude. So when you get that type of dude who's agreeable to you to in that extent, you're gonna overrun him and put him in the bathroom.
Put him in the fucking bathroom. Get him out of here. Come on.
No man and I just agreed on the same structure of finances. That's not true. I don't have to overrun you. Again, we before anything is split, before anything is divided, before anything is spent, there's a discussion, there's a conversation, there's an agreement that's in place as to how we are choosing to handle our finances. This is the way that I would prefer it. But again, I'm not in a relationship with another person who I share finances with. I'm not married. So could it change or alter? Sure, fine. But that's what I would see in a perfect world.
Dana, to what John the Baptist was saying, though, there are going to be instances where you guys can't agree, or you guys just blatantly aren't going to see eye to eye on it, and somebody has to be the person to make the final decision on something.
And I would expect you to do that. To do that shit. Right.
And I think that's what he was getting at for the most part. Are you going to let him lead and run the finances to be successful, or are you going to take the reins for it?
Contrary to popular belief, I have no problems with being submissive. I'm probably the most submissive motherfucker up here. I know you don't believe that shit, but I am.
Wow.
I
knew you was about to say that.
I knew it.
Dana needs somebody firm but sweet like me. I get you, Dana. You need somebody that can be firm with you.
Dana, you want to get married,
but he's
because it ain't working out so well.
All right.
Let's figure this shit out, girl.
Let me move this conversation around a little bit. I want to hear everybody's voices. True.
Yes, sir.
So, you didn't get. I don't think you got ratchet on that question.
I'm gonna go to her.
Okay.
I just had so True. Would you? So you kind of sounded like, and I gotta be frank. Wow, hold on. Pause.
That's crazy. That was nuts.
I have to be up front. Do black women fuck with you?
Honestly, I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know. I don't tend to attract them like that. Like if they do, I'm not made aware of it. So I couldn't tell you. It's been a minute.
It's been that long?
Been that long? Yeah.
Damn.
It's been yeah.
Damn. Now are you on some huggy bear shit now with somebody, or are you single?
You gotta explain that.
Is there a woman that you take personal? Like a woman that you dated, and if somebody else hit it, you would feel some type of way.
Nah, just dating. I wouldn't take it personal, it's just time. But nobody permanent at the moment.
Okay. So, but all those women are of a different persuasion, but are they white, Latino?
No. Latin mix. One girl is Egyptian. That's the closest to, I guess, black, but the rest are Latin.
That's Persian or some shit.
She's Egyptian. She's from
but the Egyptians and the Moroccans are not black in the same sense, though.
I get you, but I mean, yeah, that's the closest. The rest they're from all over.
Okay, so they're exotic. How many white women in the stable? How many women in the stable?
At the moment, just 2.
Stable.
Yeah, at the moment.
Hey, listen, man. This is how men are talking.
They
Dana.
appreciate that. Yes, exactly.
Yeah, this is how we talk. You know, we talk about y'all in the locker room.
Yeah.
Like this. We go in the locker room at the gym.
I don't want to be in the locker room.
The last time they heard how we talk about him in the locker room, the president almost got impeached for it.
Yeah.
There was 4 a week ago. I got rid of 2, kept 2.
Okay.
So
now, if black women preferred you, would you prefer them?
I don't have no issue with black women. I really don't. I think
no. True. Don't tap for me. Don't tap.
All right.
Dan, if black women preferred you, would you prefer them? What you think?
Hard to say.
It's a no.
I think I can't. No, I can't say that because it's
you
been
didn't say
so.
Yes.
Well, it's been so. It's been. I can tell you what has been my opposition is like.
True. You gotta give a yes or no. True. You gotta give a yes or no. True.
No. To make it concise.
Damn. Brothers can't just give a yes or no answer. Come on.
I mean, I'm trying, but you know.
Wow. Now go in context. Give us
okay. I think that just what I've observed, there's just vast differences. Like I'll just be honest. One of the things that I know I would struggle with is the hair. Like that would be tough for me. Like
break it down.
That would be tough for me.
How it is.
Well,
like
I tend to only date girls that have very natural hair. Whether it's long or short, don't matter. But natural. If it's not, the multiple looks like throw me off. Like I've seen one girl look one way 1 week, and then a week later she looked completely different. That's for me. That's tough. That's
expensive too.
Well, so it just tends to throw me off. Like,
so you saying you don't prefer weave?
I definitely don't prefer weave, but I like to know what I'm getting into. Like if I see you and I'm most attracted to you, I'm already concerned. I'm like, I gotta see you without your modification, and that's tough for me. So,
okay, so that's one facet. Okay, all right, cool. And where you at? You in Cali?
So you could answer the question. You could answer the question and say, yes, I like black women, but I want my black woman to be a natural look, so I can know exactly what she looks like.
Well,
it does sound like in your answer that you were saying, no, you just want to know what you're looking at, what you're dating. You don't want to be somebody totally different 180 the next day.
For sure. Yeah, that's accurate.
Black America with the 2000 that true to man, black women say they want, but they don't. And we out.